Indeed, John, thank you. It is time to check in with Z. Filipovich. He's the Director of Marketing and Communications over at the High Plains Food Bank. He also brought in with him Jeff Sulik, Field Director of the Golden Spread Council. I love it when these two team up. That means that we're getting feed to the families here on the High Plains that need it. Z, let's talk about the partnership that you guys have with the Boy Scouts.
Absolutely. So we have Scouting for Food coming up this Saturday, April 18th. This is a long-time partnership, y'all. We've had this going on for many, many years. We get to team up with the Scouts as there's, going through the neighborhoods, collecting food items for the food bank, and all goes back to our agency. So it's always great to see, little kids, the older ones, all getting together and making this happen. And it's always one of our largest food drives during the spring.
All right, Jeff, so what do we need to do to be a part of this at home as you guys are making the rounds?
Sure. So beginning part of this week, the Scouts are going through the neighborhoods. They're dropping off grocery bags with a little flyer attached to it. So if you receive one at your home, what we would ask is that you put that out front on your porch or near your front door on Saturday morning starting at 9 a.m. And then the units will be going around collecting those foods and bringing them over to the food bank.
And it's such a good lesson for these kiddos in terms of just teaching a service above self.
Oh, yeah. And part of our Scout law is a Scout is helpful. And so this is a way for us to give directly back to the community, help those who are in need.
Very good. While I've got you here, Z, I'm just curious how, I know the way that we are reporting food insecurity and that data, how has that changed? I know there's some things that have come down the pipeline.
Yeah, so every year there's new data that comes around that just focuses on every area in the United States. And so right now, 1 in 6 neighbors are food insecure and 1 in 5 children. So it's kind of the highest it's ever been as far as like how many are actually food insecure in the Texas Panhandle. So especially that kid number, which is always hard to see. But we always work really hard with, food drives like this, of just making sure that we can give access to these people in the communities we serve, especially like our Kids Cafe program that just focuses solely on kids and making sure as we're gearing up for the summer months, some of those kids, if they get meals at school, might not have them in the summer. So we just really try to work really hard on filling that gap.
Yeah. And here's the opportunity where you can help them stock the shelves and be a part of a great thing that's been going on for decades, teaming up with the Boy Scouts. So when are you guys going to be making the rounds this weekend in terms of the pickup?
It'll be Saturday starting at 9 a.m. So as long as it takes for us to, we're hoping we're going to get lots and lots of donations. And so they'll be stopping at every house, and then we'll be making trips up to the food bank to do those deliveries.
Let me tell you something. If you don't have a lot of canned goods at your house, I don't want you to worry about that. There is another way that you can give, and the ability for the High Plains Food Bank to stretch your dollar is truly remarkable. How can they give, Z?
Absolutely. So on those flyers that they're going to have on their bags, each pack, each troop has its own QR code that you can scan and just give monetarily. If you do not have food items, you can give and put on the porch. For right now, every dollar you give provides 5 meals, and that's huge. I mean, who can say they can buy, something for $1 and provide 5 meals? And I'll mention something else, Andy. I was telling Jeff this. This is always a hard time for the food bank because we don't have that huge uptick in people doing food drives or thinking about the food bank because we're always, during the,
the
Christmas
holidays,
and
Christmas, Thanksgiving,
people think about us. So we're always trying to push food drives this time around. We're just really low in donations right now. And so we hope that this is successful. And if you're watching and able to, please donate and leave something on the porch for the Scouts to pick up, or go on our website, highplainsfoodbank.org, and donate there as well.
Well said. Jeff, thank you. Z, it's always good to catch in, and I think we need to do a story about this need and how it continues to grow. We've got more Studio 4 coming up after this.